So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition.
Messi! That is decidedly lacking. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get away here? No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now he's got space here. Priol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Romero is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Mateus, lovely bit of skill.
Bangladesh genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
And that is a little undercooked. And there's a searching pass. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to break the deadlock. He scores for sure! Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Goal! After 26 minutes is number 20, Eden Hazard! Eden Hazard! Eden Hazard!
Bangladesh have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Romero is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Cannavaro, Mateus. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Ferran Torres.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
He's picked his way through, and that could well leave a mark. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certain. He's having a hit! Good read, needed to be.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mateus demonstrating his defensive quality there. And the referee has blown for half-time. He's Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Is currently being displayed on the screen.
So the action resumes.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He might be in here!
Cafu made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Bangladesh with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Spread out to the left. Oh, nicely intercepted. Barella plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Romero. And Danny Olmo. Now it's Van Basten. Threads one in, couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's lofted through here. Played back to the goalkeeper. Schmeichel getting this one clear. And that's another good win of the ball. Romero is there to clear. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, and I think the ref has just reminded him that he'd been warned earlier.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Messi. Number 23, Ferran Torres. Number 19, Yamal. Number 20, Hazard. Number 18.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Number 11, Eto. Number 7, Olise.
That pass isn't the best.
Number 22, Gerard.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He has found the way through. And this is Ronaldo. Saka. Saka! And a truly agonising miss.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
And that has left him in a heap. Saka. Saka is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. And looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Oh, that was vital. That's going to go a long way. And this is... And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And he's there to clear it.
3 minutes at a time.
Eto gets on his bike and on the move. And the number on the board is 3. Duke venturing down the left. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. And that will be it. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Hello, everybody.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think it's one of these games where both have plenty...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands.
Against Germany.
This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. Adriano, man they call Imperatore, the Emperor.
Indeed, when he gets his game in good order.
Good effort from distance. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Nemetja really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
England with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Crosses it in here. And now they can spring out of defence. It's bounced back off the post. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Messi! Oh, it's come loose. He's been caught napping. Dembele stood his ground strongly. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Davids tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Can he get it through? Del Piero unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Ferran Torres. Still goalless at the moment. Costa Curta. Shifted it to the flank. That'll be a throw. Ball's out once more. Cannavaro. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Dembele. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And it's with the keeper. Seaman. Oh, that's a key interception. Ferran Torres. England have their second corner now. Dembele plays it short. Costa Curta. And another try! Corner number 3 coming up. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Goa are looking to go forward now. Now, can they get it back? Pressing high and with purpose. He's found the way through, and he shoots! That has been knocked clear. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. It's a good run he's making out on the left. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has left him in a heap. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No luck with that dink over the top. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
England really seemed to lose their way a bit, it has to be said, Peter, having started the game quite strongly. I think the boss is going to have to find a way to reignite the fire now.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution for England. Number 10, Messi. Coming on to replace him is
The second
number
period is
13,
underway.
David Villa.
England
Substitution.
clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's Dembele. England come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
A header! And again! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Davids, and it's Ed Nielsen. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Rivaldo quietly revving up.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Gerrard simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Showing good feet. Puyol simply refused to be outdone there. England do have a chance to counter here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. No, that's been intercepted. Kimmich. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Rivaldo. England are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's going right the way across. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Dembele's delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper.
England clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Ferran Torres. Adriano.
England are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Gerrard attempts a clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try
There will
again.
be 1 minute added time.
And that is as far as it goes. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter,
And if
I
you do
suppose
have
it's
a chance
something.
today, please take some
Not
time
ideal
out to
for
give
either
your
side, of
support to our
course.
better
Although, if
stadium
you look
fund.
at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this. And I think the result is quite...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Ferran Torres. He's in one-on-one. He's had a shot! And a neat finish. They are purring, truly purring. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Number 18,
So that's two now without reply.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that's a shooting chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Raul has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 1, Seaman. Coming on to replace him is number 12, Thibaut Courtois.
Header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. That's been slipped through. And the shot! And that's in! Back to within one! Interesting! So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, there's a probing ball. Timber cuts it out. Davids. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Spain have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Oh no, what has happened here? He is just caressing the ball. Some good work on the right flank here. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Vinicius Junior.
Added time.
Van Basten. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to pass it through. And that signals the end of the first period. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution for Spain, number 15, Joe Neves. Coming on the field.
So we're on the way for the second half.
Number 8, Bellingham.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ferran Torres. Raul, who does have an assist to his name. Always goal side. Ferran Torres! And he has kept it out somehow.
Ferran Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Xabi Alonso plays it short. And now they can clear their lines. This looks promising. Ferran Torres takes a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Van Bouten. Triol. Plays it through. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the counter is on. Nicely weighted ball. And it's been hooked away. And they've got a throw.
Substitution in progress.
Roll! Marquinhos. More and more pressure on the ball here. Zanetti. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's forced to go back. Oh, this looks sharp. Opts for safety. Oh no, this does not look good. And here's Ferran Torres.
Spain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That pass has been well intercepted. Looking to play him in. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he... It's Van Basten! And yes, it's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And here's Van Basten. So much time and space here. Oh, he's been flattened there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Van Basten. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
A quick reminder today.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Spain desperately...
Cabo Verde get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Ronaldo making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Right, Shevchenko, Bergkamp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now, can they get him away? And that's a throw-in. Van Basten. Adams. De Bruyne. He's in plenty of space here. Shot goes for a shot! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 100 games of service, duly rewarded.
After 13 minutes is...
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Wales are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. De Bruyne. Played out towards the right wing. And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Cabo Verde are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And this is Shevchenko.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Torres, there he goes, motoring forward. It's Van Basten! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Towering header! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
23 minutes is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cabo Verde find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Looking for options for movement. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Serginho. Fernandez. Van Balten gets it away. He's having a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Fernando Torres clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Bergkamp. Shevchenko! Spread it left. Fernando Torres. He's picked. And Torres! Oh, good finish. They are playing them off the park. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And we've reached half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Cabo Verde really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Cabo Verde have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. So straight into the second half. Shoots! Oh, he's done it!
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Cabo Verde are having a ball here. Yamal. Bergkamp. Oh, this is a big chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Shevchenko. And here's Bergkamp! And that has faded wide.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Davids. Oh, good spread.
Cabo Verde are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is...
Chance! And that's a tidy finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 61 minutes is number 11, Marco van Basten. Marco van Basten.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the shots! Bergkamp. That is good pressure, just tries one from range! Oh, impressive strike!
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Substitution for Cabo Verde, number 9, Fernando Torres. Coming on the field is number 99, Vinicius Junior. Substitutions taking place.
And it's Van Basten. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space. And he shoots! Well taken goal. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Vinicius Junior.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution for Cabo Verde.
It's a promising position. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Wales still making a fight of this. Cristiano Ronaldo currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second. And a chance!
Substitution for Cabo Verde, number 14, De Bruyne. Coming on the field is number 20, Bellingham.
Defending of the desperate variety. Wales are looking to go forward now. And this is Messi. Shot, surely! Juve. Now Modric.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Not the most accurate pass. Van Basten. Can he finish? And it's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Number 11.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Marco van Basten.
Can he get onto this? Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Van Basten. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And time is up. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation. Ferran Torres! Goal! And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's picked it up out wide. No way through, so back it comes. He's having a shot! And it's in! 2-0, and in next to no time. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Is number 14, Kevin De Bruyne.
Cabo Verde are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Semenyo. Semenyo. Oh, sweet feet. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Nice control. Opts to play it back. Can he finish? Just just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And this is Messi. Tries to play it through. Oh, shapes to shoot! And that's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And this is De Bruyne. Ferran Torres. Puyol has the space to scheme. Puyol delivers. And a header! He's got a goal! And they're back in front! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cabo Verde leading now. And it's Messi. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Ferran Torres. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And this is De Bruyne. The ball goes in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Pacho. Now Semenyo. Camavinga. Ferran Torres chooses to go cross-field, and it's Fernando Torres, and the pass is intercepted. Alexander-Arnold turns back here, probably the best option. Semenyo might... Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Cabo Verde up by the odd goal in a 5-goal thriller. The score at the interval, 3-2. And so the action is resumed. Now it's Yamal. Van Basten. Ferran Torres gets into a good position. Semenyo, who does have an assist to his name. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good ball, good take. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vardiol. Distributed tidily. Yamal. Aguero. And he's straight offside.
Vissel Kobe really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he's being shifted off it. That's a good ball out wide. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! And that's a good finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Van Basten really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Cabo Verde go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Ferran Torres.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Van Basten! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
The goal scorer.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Bernardo Silva. And he welcomes it in. He's cut it out. And he's heaved it away. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Semenyo, real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Adams. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Takes a shot! It's in! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Number 7.
So we have movement on both benches. Cabo Verde are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Number 23, Zubimendi. Coming on the field, number
Well, the defence
22,
just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Fernandez. Substitution in
Now
progress.
it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And Messi!
Substitution on the field, number 9, Semenyo. Coming on the field is number 20.
Alexander-Arnold is short. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Davids, not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that will be the final act. Cabo Verde, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way. And a header! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And again! It's in! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Yamal, that's a sharp pass. Aguero going forward. Collier. Here's Haaland. Goes looking wide. Now who's going to be first to this? There's the shot! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 8, Yamal.
Liberia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's whipped it across. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. The Catalara clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Out again for a throw-in. Very nicely done. Crosses it in. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Takes a shot! Oh, good finish. And that for him is goal number 10. Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Number 21, Ferran Torres.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And this is Torres. Torres. And the finish! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The goal scorer.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Number 9.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a lovely, neat pass. Cabo Verde have scored 2 quick goals here and are right back on level terms. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Torres picks it up out wide. And a chance! Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
The goal scorer for Cabo Verde after 45 minutes is number 7.
Cabo Verde have their lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Torres providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, important interception. And for the first half, that is that. Cabo Verde have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And now he has 2. Cabo Verde now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Aguero with a beautifully timed run.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
And that has been slung wide. Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance for a shot! Yes! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Cabo Verde visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Yamal, great chance! And that's a good finish. And they are right back within touch.
The goal
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Liberia, towering header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Cabo Verde, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Kola.
Kohler really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Showing good feet. Has crossed into the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the return pass. Cristiano Ronaldo. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field, number 24, De Ketelaere. Coming on to replace him is number 19, Mikel Merino.
Tries a shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Messi really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Vinicius Junior to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Liberia are looking to go forward now. Messi shoots! And it's in! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Liberia really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Substitution on the field, number 27.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's De Bruyne. Spread out to the left. The less said about that pass, the better.
Substitution on the field, number 8, Yamal. Coming on to replace him is number 22, Mbappe. Substitution
Merino.
in progress.
And here's Van Basten. And here's Messi. Oh, that big chance! And that's a sharp finish. Just cruising. They are cruising. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Cabo Verde are having a ball here. Spread it left. It's a promising position. Oh, nice touch. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Cristiano Ronaldo, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals.
Memorabilia from today's match are now available.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Cabo Verde definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Aguero. Now the ball's gone astray. It's a good-looking delivery. Puyol. And it's Van Bauten. Now Costa Curta. Torres. De Bruyne. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Shevchenko is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
This looks... He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to play it through. Aguero never out of the action for very long. Shevchenko! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That has been knocked clear. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, lovely feeding. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great vision. And this is Van Basten. Oh, well played. And that is well cleared. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. He's having a hit! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Ferran Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Doué. Nicely weighted ball. He's having a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. He is just caressing the ball. Costa Curta can get it clear. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Hello everybody, and this is
a quick back on the first 45 minutes.
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.